Man, Nintendo's E3 conference was terrible. Let me explain why. Well, first, before I explain, let me just tell you what an E3 conference is. An E3 conference is when video game companies show off their new video games that are coming out soon. And usually they're good, and usually they're bad. But I will be reviewing Nintendo's E3 conference. And Nintendo's the video game company that made Mario, no, not Sonic, no, that's Sega. No, they made Mario, the Pokemon games, and The Legend of Zelda. And, I mean, I was very excited for the E3 conference this year, but it was terrible. Well, let me explain why. Okay, they only showed off 2 games. The new Legend of Zelda game and the new Pokemon game. That's all they did. I know those are 2 big Nintendo titles, but that's all they showed off. They didn't show off their other games. I'm pretty sure Minecraft was coming to the Wii U. They could have showed that off. I mean, they could have showed off a lot of games. There were a lot of games coming out to the Wii U. They could have showed that off. But no, all they cared about was The Legend of Zelda and the new Pokemon game. I mean, Nintendo said this year that all they're going to be really focusing on is The Legend of Zelda. I mean, they're going to be also focusing on Pokemon, but the main focus is The Legend of Zelda. I mean, every E3 conference is going to have a main focus, like if there's going to be a new console, or like a new game, new big game, but there's only 2 games. That's not a lot. I mean, you have a lot of games coming out for like the Wii U or 3DS. I mean, just reveal those. You don't have to like spend so much time on them. Just reveal those. But nope, all we get is just them showing off The Legend of Zelda and Pokemon. Well, okay, but did they look like good games? They did. I mean, the Pokemon, it looked like a normal Pokemon game. It was okay. The Legend of Zelda game, let me just say this, it looks beautiful. I mean, wow, it is amazing. Oh my gosh, it looks like the best Legend of Zelda game ever. It's like Skyrim, but The Legend of Zelda. Can you believe that? Skyrim plus The Legend of Zelda. Oh my gosh. And, I mean, even though they look 2 like good games, but it's only 2 titles. Actually, they're like more games, not just 2 games. I mean, even though they're really big games, just do more games, not just 2 games. I mean, so what did they do exactly in the E3 conference? Okay, first they showed off the new Legend of Zelda game, or no, well, the trailer for the game. And let me just say this, it looks amazing. It was like probably one of the best video game trailers ever. You know, I'm just exaggerating there. It probably wasn't, but it was still an awesome trailer. You know what, it probably is. I don't know. But, okay, after they showed off the Legend of Zelda trailer, they played Pokemon for 40 minutes. Okay, I don't care if you play Pokemon for like 5 or 10 minutes, but don't play Pokemon for like 40 minutes. It's just Pokemon. I mean, okay, I know there's a lot of people out there that love Pokemon. I respect that, but, I mean, I do love the TV series, but I don't want to see that E3 conference. I don't want you to play Pokemon for 40 minutes, but that's not what I care about. All I care about is what's going to happen on like new Nintendo games that are coming out. That's all I care about. I mean, if you tell me some info about Pokemon, I would be very interested. But no, they have to play it for 40 minutes. That's too much time. I want to show you off. I want you to show off more other games, but no, you have to spend 40 minutes on Pokemon. I mean, just spend 10 or 5 minutes on it. I know you're probably like, well, they have to put 2 games in there. They have to, like, stretch it out as possible so it can be 2 hours long. I know, but still, I mean, they could put other games in there, but they're wasting their time on two big titles, that's probably going to be their biggest titles coming out, that like they're spending too much time on it, even though they should be spending time on other small video games probably coming out for the Wii U, and that looks actually pretty fun. So some people could actually start buying a Wii U and buying those games. I mean, so they played Pokemon for 40 minutes, and let me just tell you, I was bored. I was just about to go to sleep. But when I heard that next we're going to play Legend of Zelda, I was just so excited. But, I mean, they played Legend of Zelda, but, I mean, I just got so bored because they were just going to play Legend of Zelda for 40 minutes. I mean, it's cool gameplay. I mean, it was awesome. I mean, I'd never saw the Legend of Zelda like this before. I mean, it was kind of like Wind Waker. But it was like Skyrim and Legend of Zelda. But, I mean, I loved it, but I was just bored out of my mind. I mean, I knew it was going to be like, take such a long time in gameplay. And they were not going to show any other games. They're just going to show Pokemon and the Legend of Zelda. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. You know what E3 needs to be? It needs to be showing off most of your games, or most of your good games. Not like, oh, we're just going to show off the Legend of Zelda and Pokemon. That's all we're going to show off. That's all we're going to show off. I mean, the Legend of Zelda game looks awesome. I mean, the Pokemon game looks okay. I mean, I might look into it. But I don't want you to spend so much time on two games. I want you to spend time on other games also. I mean, I would love to see you like talk about these games, but I want you to talk about other games that are coming on the Wii U or 3DS. Not like just, oh, we're just going to talk about two of our biggest games. This is E3. I mean, Nintendo, do you even know how many people are going to watch this? I mean, if you recommend like a game, or if you talk about like a game like that's not made by you, but is actually like made by another company that's actually going to be released on Nintendo or the 3DS, and it's made by another company, talk about it. I mean, people actually might buy a Wii U or 3DS just to buy it. Okay? Next time on your E3 conference, just talk about more games, not 2 games, no 1 games, not 3 games, not 4 games, maybe 5 games, but 5 or more games. Talk about a lot of games. If you're not going to talk about a lot of games next year at E3, you should just stop making E3 conferences, okay? 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 Next year, you have to talk about other games. If you don't, you need to stop making E3 conferences, or I'm not going to watch, okay? So don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and boy.